I always was interested in art. As a child, I was a child artist in my school. I remember first grade being very competitive about making the nicest turkey, like drawing at Thanksgiving and filling in the corn right and stuff like that. And I had classes with Elmore Morgan. He'd teach classes for younger children. I remember going with my sisters, and I distinctly remember him teaching us how to mix paint, like red and yellow make orange, and blue and yellow make green. It wasn't until college that I rediscovered that my artistic desires and my competitiveness, I guess. And I bumped in. I took a ceramics class, and some of my friends were taking ceramics, and so I was impressed with the quality of the rapport amongst the professors, and got to start taking a few more classes. And before too long, I was an art major and studying ceramic sculpture. After college, I wanted to open my own studio. I was accepted to go to graduate school, and decided that I wanted to open my own studio, and to hell with graduate school. So I went to work offshore to get a little money, and started working here and there, and working in temp jobs. And finally I got a job at a glass shop, and started doing leaded glass and stained glass for a local company in town. Also, I do things like, replace automobile windshields and, put glass in buildings and such. That was when there wasn't any other stained glass jobs. And in between doing glass work, stained glass and bevel glass, I started painting again, which I always knew I wanted to do. And one day I just had a lot of time, so I took out all my paints that I had. And I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but not really formulated. I didn't really have it drawn down or anything. And so I just started painting. Painted 2 or 3 paintings, and I liked I liked it a lot, and took them home and looked at them. And eventually somebody bought one. And so I painted 5 more, and I sold another 2, and then from there on it just kind of snowballed. And within 2 years I was making my living as a professional painter. That was quite fulfilling. And that's been close to 17 years ago. Most of the stuff I paint is about my own experience, and what people tell me, stories I hear, or things I've done, like for instance, this painting behind me, there's a cast net shrimper, and we like to go cast net shrimping, and my father-in-law has a camp in Sycamore Point, and we go shrimping sometimes on the weirs out there at Morris Island. Well, you think about the different cultures that we have here. We have the Spanish. First it was founded by the French, and then it was taken over by the Spanish. Then all the other immigrants that came, the Irish and Germans, the American Indians, the Creoles. And South Louisiana is just incredibly rich culturally and socially. Music has a big influence on my work, and I think when the first time I saw Clifton, I realized that he was our local blues hero. And then not long after that, I realized he was even more unique than that, because not only was he playing blues, he was playing Zydeco, this unique music that he dreamed up himself, kind of made through this clash of cultures, and synthesized himself, and it was very unique. That same influence has been kept to me to this day, because I still make work about dancers and accordion players. I'm not sure why I like to use such bright color, and I always equate it to doing leaded glass and stained glass. I hear from people that the closer you get to the equator, the brighter the colors are in nature. So we live in a subtropical zone. I know that there's a lot of natural color here in flowers, and manifests itself in bird life and flowers. And so the brilliance of the colors, I guess, I'm really attracted to that, So that's why I'm always trying to get the most brilliant kind of color that I can, expression. So, and I'm always looking for a different kind of color. Every painting's an adventure. It's funny sometimes, when you paint, sometimes there'll be like a smaller image in the background, and that needs to be developed. And so I'll paint that smaller image, and then there's something else in that painting. So it's almost like I'm delving into this inner world. So it's like a process not only of expression, outward expression, but internal discovery too. So I want to continue because I want to know what else there is in there and out there.